You, what is good, everybody? Checking the mic, check, testing, check 1 2. Check, testing, check 1 2. There's always a delay on YouTube. All right, we good. I'm back, you're back, we're back. Hope you, your family, friends, loved ones, all of that are doing well on this Sunday. Hope you all having a safe and humbling weekend. We're back just before the first game starts. We have an early game here between my Baltimore Oilers versus we're on the road in ATL playing against the Braves. I have a pick in that I'm going to go over in a brief moment, and then we'll be pushing to get some HRR picks in, total bases in, and maybe possibly a home run pick. I really should have definitely put Stowers down, Matt Olson down in a parlay, even just those two alone, because they went yard. I literally clicked on the Braves game when it was live here on my laptop because I needed him to get five total bases. He had 3 because he had already gotten started, and literally I believe it was the very first pitch, he cracked it out the park. And that, that helped. He pretty much helped cash because Gonzalez for the Red Sox cashed pretty much in his second at bat. He went off. He didn't go yard, but he definitely had, I think he had like 6 total bases. So he cashed early in that game. So, that was the only win for me yesterday. I had a few other parlays that just didn't cash. I put together a couple of extra 5 total base slips, and I should have split up. Definitely should have split up a couple of them, and I would have cashed on at least 2 of the batters because they did at least get the 5 total bases that I needed. It's just the other batters did not. But as I always say, go follow me over on Twitter or X at Vortex46 for all of my, at least most of my picks, or some of my picks here. This was one of the slips, basically the last slip that I put in here that did not cash, and I should have taken Spencer on a separate ticket because he did cash he went yard his first at bat, and then he ended up getting the 5 total bases that I needed. I should have just taken that in a straight up bet, but this is the only ticket that did win, turning $1 into 37 bucks. Should have put 10 down. I would have got back 370, but it's okay. Technically the last two times that I won off of these type of slips, I should have basically been up over 1,000 had I just taken 20 bucks, 10 bucks each, and I would have hit on this one and on this one for $770. I would have won nicely, greatly. But again, I didn't do that for the first slip, and then I didn't do it for this one. So what can you do? There's that. But today, this is one of the slips here. Basically the first slip, the only slip that I have in this for the first game. Decided to go with a 5+ total bases over on DraftKings. This is a weak spot data per prop finder, taking Austin Riley and Cowser to get 5 total bases plus 42,000 on DraftKings. As you see, Riley, he was sitting at a plus 500, but as I was getting ready to put the pick in, it dropped down to 475, which is technically still a good thing. It just means that he's possibly maybe gonna go out there and get the 5 total TBs. What I need to do is go back in and take him in a straight up bet, and Cowser as well. But yeah, I decided to parlay them together because they're on the weak spot versus the pitchers that they're going against, versus the throwing hand more specifically. Riley is plus 475, Cowser is plus 800. Just being more aggressive with my picks. Two legs, roughly 3. I still pushing for some parlays for 4 total bases, HRRs, those type of things. Not really trying to do 5-6 leg type of thing, and still pushing for separate single bets, because single bets is literally for the long run of things. Those will cash they will either cash or they won't, but at least you're relying just on one player to actually go out there and do the job versus 2 or 3, so the less amount of players you have on your ticket, the better. Just saying. Just build your bankroll, save some money, save 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, whichever, and then just start betting. You know what I mean? That could be, if you were to save two grand, within several months, and you can just use that money to be your bet money for one of the sports, for football, basketball, baseball, whatever, and you just be betting $10 a pick, a slip. Just do it, or whatever, 15 or 20, or however you want to do it. So just be wise, be disciplined with your mind, and accept your losses, because you're going to lose way more than you win. But when you win, it's going to feel great. And if you win big, even better. But hey, it's you're gambling money at the end of the day. Your money that you worked hard for. Hopefully you worked hard for. But anyway, as you see here, it's a 50-50 spot here. Why? Because Cowser is in the red, while Riley is in the green. But again, I just feel good about Cowser, because one, he's in the weak spot per prop finder here. We can go and peep that. I did look at Ramon and O'Hearn and Mullins. So and you know what, I did not look at Jackson, but Riley, he is he has 5 hits out of 21 at bats against Trevor in 82 pitches. He's gone yard against him once. He's struck out 6 times though. Against left-handed pitchers, he has a 266 batting average. He is, I want to say 60 or 55-45 against the pitch mix. And that's the thing. Trevor is struggling against both. Excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. Trevor is struggling against righties. So, that's why I was just like, well, I might as well just put him down. I might as well just take him. And then, like I said, I got to go back in and take him on a straight up pick. I'm just upset. Well, not upset. I'm just like, dag, I missed out on that plus 500 value versus the 475. But maybe it went back up. We'll see, because I haven't checked back on DraftKings. But when we look at his stuff at home and during the day, he is green. In the month of July, he's green, right? Sundays, he's green with a 4.44 slug versus lefties, green, right? And batting third, green. Nothing like tremendous, right? I could technically put him down for 4 HRRs. That's the spot that I normally do. He had 6 yesterday, and he had 6 TBs. So had I taken him on the TBs as well, that would have cashed. It was probably maybe like 600 or 700 yesterday, but what can you do? And then Cowser, like I said, Cowser is red. That's the thing. He's only hit 5 or more total bases one time over the last 10 games. At least he's got it once. He's like 50-50 per the splits, but he's been getting under the ball. Like you can maybe consider possibly taking him for a home run today or a double, you know what I mean? Like HRR for sure. But again, he's in the red, but he's been at least showing that he's trying to, help put runs on the board, all of that with how he is batting. But again, he is fully red, basically almost all across the board. Away during the day, the month of July, Sunday, he's fully red. Versus righties, he's 50-50. So basically, Sunday's is the only thing. And then 50-50 at batting 6, where he bats the most, which I think he batted yesterday too. So, and he hit the, didn't he go yard yesterday? Yeah, he went yard yesterday. So he had 4 TBs. So he was right there. He just couldn't get that extra hit. You know what I mean? So what can you do? If he had got the extra hit, he would have cashed somebody for 5+ TBs. So I just said, I'm just going to take the chance because he's in a weak spot. We're going to see what happens. Ramon, he's been a batter that I've been like kind of patiently waiting to see when I can take him again, because I took him I think it was around here or something like that. I think for HRRs, and he had cash for me. If I remember correctly, it was probably maybe a little bit back here or something like that. So it may have been the 28th if I remember. But again, it was just like he cashed for me once. I'm waiting because he's been like struggling, right? So, but he's struggling against getting under the ball. But he's doing well against the pitch mix. He's 50-50 away, red during the day, red for the month so far because he only has 2 hits and 16 at bats. He's red on Sundays, but he's green versus righties and green batting second. I could have possibly put him down for maybe 2 total bases because I'm going to be looking to haven't done it yet. Keep bringing it up. Should have did it yesterday, the day before, definitely on the 4th. I'm going to be looking to do like if anything, like a 6 leg. Like I said, I try my best not to do these high legs, but still doing like a safer bet. You could do maybe like a 6 leg with 6 batters to get 2 total bases or 2 HRRs, and more than likely possibly cash on one of those type of tickets. But again, my more aggressives are like the 2 legs, 4 or 5 HRRs each, 4, basically 5 total bases. So, just kind of what am I doing? Mess myself up. So yeah, it's just one of those things. So there's no info as far as Boston taking on Shinosky. But because I did not put him in, I'm considering retaking Gonzalez, but this time for 4 TBs. 4 HRRs. He's green against the pitch mix. Yeah, look at that. He had 2 doubles yesterday. 2 of them things. Man. Let me see. So they only got him for 1. He had 2 of them things. I was watching the game too, and when he got, like I said, I watched yesterday. When he got the 5, I was like, yes, he did his job. I just need Matt to do his. And like I said, that second at bat, that was a beautiful watch. I just walked away from the table after that. I was like, all right, let me go switch to my O's and see what they're doing. Okay, so during the day and away, he's green. The month of July, he's super green. Okay. Sunday's green, especially that slug. Versus the NL, super green. Versus lefty, super green. Batting second, super green. So that's what I'm saying. I'm considering putting him down for him and somebody else for 4 HRRs, but I don't think I'm going to do the same game though, even though I didn't get a chance to look at this because I was trying to prepare for the stream here. Nathan is in the weak spot here. So he did get 4 yesterday. I needed him the day before. I think it was the 4th. I took him and he didn't come through. I needed him the day before. But he's going against Crochet though. That's the only thing. Okay, 50-50 at home and during the day. But he's green during the month of July. Green on Sundays. He struggles against lefties. But he's green at the 4th spot. He's 0-2 against Crochet. Now, the only thing is with Crochet, he gets strikeouts, but he still allows hits. That's the only thing. And he's struggling because Nate is what? What is Nate? Is he a righty? He's a lefty. He's actually struggling more against lefties. Interesting stuff. Who knows, guys? Nate might go yard today. Let me see. Nate's pretty much due, right? So you might consider taking him, putting him down. I may do that. I actually may, cause I. Oh yeah, you, sir. I looked at your stuff. You only got 3 though yesterday, because I was considering putting him down for 4 HRRs, and I'm glad I didn't, because I did watch the game. Some of the game here, he had a hit, and it was his only hit. He had 3, and I was like, okay, he might get the 4, you know. But Rob just he pretty much folded the rest of the game. Okay, so he's mostly green. Just trying to think if I want to, because the best bet would be to more than likely possibly see Trevor be coming through, son. Now I did have him on my ticket on the 4th, I think it was the 2nd or the 4th, and he came through. I think it was the 2nd actually. He came through and I had him down for 2 HRs in a 3-leg parlay, and he did the job, got the job done. Month of July, he's like super green. Sundays he's green, versus lefties he's green. 50-50 batting 5th. So I'm kind of up in there, because now that I'm looking at the info for Boston, and they're going, like I said, they're taking on this pitcher who doesn't have any info. Let me look on the store. Okay, the O's Braves game just started. Holiday just got a hit. He just got on base. Okay. All right, so per the info for Shinosuke, he back on March 10th, March 10th and 20th of this year, he pitched against the Mets and the Marlins. He allowed 15 hits in total, so 8 against the Mets, 8 against the Marlins. So I'm personally believing like Boston's gonna get under the ball, get under his pitches, and get some hits, get some runs in. Even, you know, granted they did score a lot of runs yesterday, but I think that because they're going against this pitcher, they're probably going to do it again today. Yeah, that's right. Because I was watching this game. So he had 4 yesterday. He struggles against lefties. Let me see. So maybe if I do, and I'll probably do it on FanDuel. Maybe if I do Gonzalez, Rob, and Trevor for 2 HRRs. If I do that, so I'm on FanDuel now. Okay, they opened them up. All right, I'll take it. So I said Gonzalez, Rob, and Abraham. I mean, not Abraham, total. Let me look at Abraham, because I don't want to push it. He had 2 yesterday. Oops. No, he does great on Sundays. Batting 7th. He's still getting. That's the thing that you gotta look at, guys. You still want to take. Now, if I'm feeling really froggy, I can If I really want to do this, I can do Rami, Rob, and Trevor for 3 HRRs. Let's do that. We'll do that. Put $1.03 down to get back 703. We'll do that. We'll just do that. I kind of feel like that they'll go out here and get the 3 at least. That might be the only pick that I put in on FanDuel, because I've been getting like I said, I should be sitting on like over $1,000 right now. So that's just my what you call it. All right, and I wanna because I want to send this to my brothers. They want to take it, and then the betting group that I'm in, I want to get this out quickly, as fast as possible. That way it's done, and then I can move on to, because what I want to do eventually over time, I definitely want to just have like one single bet each game. That means that I'm taking like, $30 or something, and I just do like $2 or $3 a pick or something like that. And just do, because again, like I said, single bets are where it's at. Single bets is what you want to focus on the most, while still pushing for what you're going to push for. Post this on Twitter. Is that 582? So plus 582 on FanDuel. That way folks will have it, see, hopefully. Maybe they'll tell, maybe they will, maybe the batters will go out here, because it is Sunday, so anything's possible. Could be the back order of the teams that decide to do the job versus the top order, because that still happens. All right, just sent that to my brothers. That's that one. All right, so Chase, the rookie, he is pitching today. He went 1-1 so far in his. Basically, he shut down the Yankees in his debut, and then against Boston, he got robbed after I think it was 4 innings, and then they pulled him. It may have been 3, but yeah, he young man. I guess he attempted to try to catch his momentum and couldn't do it. And I did not take advantage, because I think I can't remember somebody hit a home run off of him too against Boston when he was pitching against Boston. So whoops, didn't mean to do that. Just want to do that. Now, oh, I forgot. I got picks over here that I queued up. All right, let's see. So these are a lot of the picks that I'm leaning towards for like HRRs. So, like I said, I have Austin Riley, I have Cowser there already. Okay. Profar got a hit. Okay, Riley. So I guess he okay, so Riley lined out to left field. So he got out, so all right. So Yelich. So I'm thinking maybe possibly putting him on a parlay for like 2 or 3, maybe possibly 3 HRRs. Just being, like I said, being more aggressive. Because he's mostly green against the pitch mix against Cabrera. He's been not really getting on the ball more recently, because he was one of the hot batters like several games ago. All right, so during away games, he's doing great. He's 50-50 during the day, 50-50 in the month of July. Like I said, I'm thinking like due to how, because a lot of batters they went off in the month of June, and now the first week of July they're slowing down, and other batters have taken their place. So, and that's sports, you know. He does great on Sundays though. Great during right versus righties, and batting third pretty much fairly good. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Let's continue. So there's somebody that I'm considering for 3. But Churio, I said it on the live stream yesterday. I literally said, look at this stuff for HRRs. I said it on the live stream. I said I should probably more than likely put Churio down for 4 HRRs yesterday, because he was in that spot. Plus he was in the weak spot too, and I didn't do it. And yeah, he went out there and got 5. I'm upset. Because even then I should have just put him down for 5 on a straight bet. But he's once again in a really great spot here. Away he does great. During the day he does good. In the month of July he's doing great, like super great. But on Sundays he's struggling. Like yesterday was just the perfect spot for him to handle business. He's struggling against righties though. But he does great batting fourth. So I'm still considering maybe possibly putting maybe like him and Yelich down on a slip for 3 HRRs today. I don't think let me just double check. I don't think he's in the weak spot today. I think. So Yelich is in the weak spot, but Churio is not. Who are you? I didn't even know that you were in the weak spot. Always consider, guys, that these cats that are random, there's somebody that they decide to just put in the lineup for the day, probably more than likely are going to hit a home run, because it happens all the time if you're really watching baseball. A lot of these cats that, like I said, they get put in the lineup for even just one game, and then they won't come back until like the following week. It's that one game that they go out there and smack a home run. And look at that. He's in the month of July, he's great with 1 hit out of 3 at bats. He's only on 1 on Sundays. He doesn't have that too much of information. So I'm just saying, you might want to consider maybe possibly even putting him down for maybe 3 HRRs or something, just in case he goes out there and gets 2 hits, and one of them causes a runner or RBI type of thing. So just kind of just putting that out there. Let's see. Next up is the. Okay, look at this. Look how weak spot green Tyler is against the 3 batters here. So Ernie, I'm not sure. He actually has the second highest ISO because he's batting first, and Tyler has allowed some hits to happen, some home runs, all of that against the first at bat. There's also an 8 too. So they don't have anybody. Has the lineup's been confirmed? Let me see who's batting 8, because nobody's showing up here though. That's the only thing. Underdog MLB says what? So they have 2, 4, 6, 8. So Loperfido is batting 8th. I'm not sure who that is, but he's not showing up here at all. So I'm kind of curious now, because even he may go yard today. He has no info. He must be a rookie or something. Must be making a debut or something, because he is not showing up at all. Okay. So Ernie, let's see, sir. He's 3 for 9 against Tyler. He went yard once. He's practically green all across the board. But he's been struggling more lately, though. That's the only thing. His hard hit is 333. He's green during the day, 50-50 during the. Green at home, 50-50 during the day. Struggling in July so far with 4 hits at 20 at 1 at bats. But he has a great batting average on Sundays, but pretty much a good enough slug. But he's great against lefties. 50-50 batting first, though. So this is like a up in the air if he's going to get, say, 3 HRRs today. Like, that's my max. My minimum is 2. Bo. Let me see. So Bo has the highest ISO, batting 4th. He has no ISO specifically. But Bo has been struggling to get 3. Now another one. He's super green against Tyler. He went yard once against him. He just been kind of struggling to get under the ball. He's green at home, struggles during the day, struggles during July, struggles on Sundays, 50-50 against lefties, struggling batting 4th. I don't know. Ernie might be the spot. Davis. Okay, you have 3 games of getting 3 HRRs. 3 games. 50-50 the month of July, 50-50 Sundays. He only has 7 at bats, 2 hits. 50-50 against lefties. Struggling batting 6. Well, let's look at Vlad. Let's look at Springer, Vlad, and Barger. Oh, maybe Barger's not playing today. Let's look at Springer here. See, Springer, he's basically averaging like 4 HRRs alone in the last 5 games. Handling business. look at his July, dog. Man. Okay, so he's 50-50 during the day, during Sundays, and versus lefties. But he bats great batting second. He did get 5 total base. Now, yesterday I did put him on a ticket. I was supposed to take him in a straight bet, and I did not do that. Okay, 62 pitches, 4 hits out of 17 at bats, 2 home runs. But he's doing great ISO and slug wise. So Springer definitely looks like a spot. Maybe look at Vlad here. Struggling. Okay, well, hold on. What was Springer's? His was 26. Vlad's is, what was it again? Vlad's is 60. He's just been struggling to get under the ball. Now, he's seemingly probably due to go yard. He might do that today. Green at home and during the day. Struggles in this month so far. Struggling on Sundays. Green versus lefties. And Green batting third. So what I might do is probably parlay Springer and Vlad together. For probably like a 4 HRR. Might do that, or just definitely take Springer. Maybe take Springer at 5. Because again, he's been handling business. Let me pull up. Well, I mean, I can look up value for both on FanDuel if I decide to just take Springer on a straight bet. So I'll go FanDuel and DraftKings just to kind of see which one has the better value per se. If I do take Springer to straight a bet, take him for HRR, but take him for 5, and maybe even do Springer for my play of the day, because I haven't done a play of the day in a minute. So if I do Springer for 5, okay. So if I do Springer for 5 HRRs, his is a plus 380. If I do Vlad's, his is a plus 350. Just looking. Okay, so Clement, if I do Clement for 5 TBs, his is a plus 700. His is like the best spot, because I push for anywhere between 500 and 700. And Springer is at a plus 500 for 5 TBs. But again, I'm thinking about Springer for 5 HRRs more than anything. Which I think I'm gonna. because he's a righty versus a lefty, just like the other three are. So he's hit 5 home runs, batting third. Or is it batting second? Thought it was third. So he's batting second. So this just really feels like the best spot here. So I'll just do that. I'm gonna take it 5+ TVs, 3 plus 380. Put a couple bucks down to get back, and some change to get back $10. Make that happen, Captain. Okay, so that'll be the play of the day for Mr. George. So I want to take for the A's, the Angels. I want to take Nolan, but now he has a 20% hard hit. But per his splits, he's only really green on versus righties away and batting second. Okay, so I don't know if I really want to take him. Probably not though. They just let's do that. They just updated the White Sox. I want to see, because I'm mad because I really should have had Sosa on my ticket last night. I did look at his stuff yesterday, but then I went a different route. And like I said, I'm like Dag. I should have had him on my slip from last night along with Torkelson, and I would have cashed easily because I think he had like 6 or 7 total bases last night. It's kind of skipping ahead here. I want to see. So yeah, look at this. Like there's only. So Moniak did not come through for me that last night for the total bases that I was hoping that he would have got. He is in the weak spot. He's still been getting under the ball recently. He's batting great on Sundays. Batting great at home and during the day. He's 50-50, but he has a 533 slug though versus righties. But he's just struggling batting first. That's the only thing. So Sosa's right back in I think yes, he had 7. Yeah, so he had 3 hits, 7 TBs, and he went yard. He did all of it. And he had a double. He did his thing with 9 HRRs yesterday. Like, that's wild. Man, that is so wild. He had 9 HRRs twice in the last 10 games. That's dope, man. But he's been getting under the ball. So, but again, they're facing off against Chase, who he handles business for the most part. But let me look at his stuff. More recently, he's been allowing hits. He has no info against the White Sox. So I'm just kind of curious if I even want to try to attempt to take Sosa. Oh shoot. I apologize. I am so sorry. Did not know that the music was that loud. Been streaming the last so many minutes. Was not paying attention. That is my fault. That is my bad. Okay. He's doing great in the month of July. Does good enough versus righties. And I guess okay batting fifth. Where was he at yesterday? So he was batting second. Actually does better batting second. But look at him. He's been handling business. That's what I'm saying. I looked at him, but I think I just forgot. I was too focused on Goodman for the Rockies. Why? Well, what am I saying? Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I was too focused on the right. Oh, okay, so it looks like Goodman's not playing today. Man, everybody's in the weak spot. So Mike, he did have 5 yesterday. I looked at him too, and I was considering putting him down. No, I'm upset I didn't take him for the 5 TBs. Oh well. Man, he's doing better on Sundays. Look at Vargas. Hold on, let me look at the. So looks like Toshman has the highest ISO, and the second would be Vargas. But he's been struggling, son. He was doing this thing way back here, as you see. Look at this. Look at his total bases. He only hit 5 once. And he hasn't hit a home run since the middle of June. Interesting stuff. Yeah. Looks like Mike might be the best bet. Maybe even Sosa. It was 2-2-2. Oh, he had 4 on yesterday. So Coulson is, I'm guessing, either a rookie or he just made his debut. Now, this is righties. Like, he's doing his thing. Let me see. Oh, my O's just scored. Well, maybe not just scored, but got on the board. Holiday went. Let me relook at his stuff again. Because I went with, and Holiday got the 5. He got 5 TBs. See, Holiday was not in the what you call it, right? So let me see. So this would be the first time in the last 10, the second time in the last 20 that he's had 5 plus TBs. So he was green away, green during the, red away, red during the day, red in the month of July, 50-50 on Sundays, 50-50 against righties, and red batting first. Man. I should have just put him down, dog. Like I said, I looked at him earlier and I just like, well, Cowser just looks better. Oh well. Alright, so per the White Sox, I'm probably gonna take Toshman in a straight pick. I just don't think I can. He has yet to get 5 TBs. He has a 60 hard hit. He's had 3 games that he's gotten at least 3 total bases. I'm just curious. Now, earlier he was getting 5, like every other game. But he's just been more consistent in getting 2. Like I said, he did not come through for me yesterday. That's the only thing. Let's backtrack up here. Ooh. That's right. We were talking about Chase. That's right. Oh, okay. So Chase, per the 6th and 7th spot, he has. Yeah, that has to be pretty much for the Red Sox game. 1,000. Zach has no weaknesses. Alec went yesterday. He only had 4, but he went yesterday. 4 TBs, and he had 4 HRRs. Okay, he's doing his thing. Great month of July so far for him. 50-50 against righties and struggling batting fourth. Now, I forgot, I don't want to forget to mention this, but I did mention this in stream yesterday that I definitely felt in my heart that Kyle was going to go yard yesterday, and he did exactly that. He had 5 HRRs yesterday. I should have taken him for HRRs. I should have even taken him for the home run. I really should have put, because Stowers was, I talked about it yesterday too. I said Stowers is more than likely going to go yard. That's what I'm feeling. And like I said, I mentioned Kyle, and I should have just even parlayed those 2 as well as put Matt on there for a nice little slip. Okay. So he's 50-50 against righties. 50-50 batting second. Okay, the last two righties, he hit the ball, but they were line drives. He did have 5 HRRs on the 4th, though, against Tony. No relations to Tony Montana. So his only green spot is during the day. Everything else is 50-50. He has a great slug. Let me look at Kepler here. I'm going to look at Castellanos in a minute. Okay, 2 days ago he had, well, 3 days ago he had 5. No. What am I saying? The second, which is more than a few days ago, he had 5 TBs. Okay, 5. Month of July, he's doing great, but he's struggling everywhere else. Nope. Then the homie JT. I might stay off of this game for he's doing great on the month of July. He's just and great against righties. He struggles everywhere else. I don't know, guys. I might stay off of this game. Yesterday was the best bet, and I just didn't do what I should have done. Nick might not be playing today. I don't know. He's not showing any HRR information. Like none. Okay. Alright. That's that. Already look at y'all. I have Springer down for my play of the day. Alright, now. Had I put, this is what I was telling myself yesterday, had I put Stowers and Pete on the same ticket for 5 total bases, which I was thinking about doing, but I decided to put them on separate tickets somewhere else. But had I combined them, that ticket would have cashed. Why? Because Pete handled business. So much so. Because I just kind of felt like he was going to go yard yesterday. Another batter that I should have put on a parlay for home runs. He had 2. So against Max, he has 2 home runs. He has 10 hits. He's green all across the board. His ISO's low, though. He's green versus lefties and righties in the bullpen. Maybe 50-50 against the pitch mix, but again, he's been getting under the ball, right? He's still been getting under the ball. So he's green at home during the day, during the month of July. 50-50 on Sundays, 50-50 against the lefties, but green batting 4th. So the question is, is he maybe possibly going to go back-to-back and get 5 TBs, or go back-to-back and get 5 HRRs? That's the question that I'm curious about and wondering. I can't remember where his line was for total bases yesterday. I can't remember. But if I take him for HRRs, where are you? Hold on, he might not be. Well, there he goes. Never mind. I was gonna say, hold on, he might not be playing. Okay, so both Soto and Pete are a plus 650 all for 5 HRRs. So that may mean that one of them may not get it, or they just may not get it at all. But let me look at total bases real quick. Let me see. Okay, so if I took either one of them for 5 total bases, Pete is a plus 750, Juan is a plus 800. So look at Juan here. Now he only had one. He had one hit. I don't know what it was yesterday because Pete was the one that showed up. And can't forget, Carson Kelly and Michael Busch went back to back days with home runs. Can't forget about that either. Okay, he's green at home, green during the day, green during the month of July, green on Sundays, green versus lefties, green. So he's 5 for 5. Green all across the board. He bats better batting third. What was it that he batted yesterday? Okay. So he batted fourth yesterday. So I'm kind of feeling a little froggy here to put Juan down for 5 TBs today on a straight bet. Oh, Stanton, the one cat that I've been like waiting with a bated breath to take him on something. He just hasn't been able to find anything. This means that he possibly is gonna hit a home run today, maybe. But he, per his stuff, you would look at him and be like, nah, I'm not going to put him down. Right? He's batting against a righty. He struggles either way. He struggles all across the board against the bullpen, versus lefty versus righties on the season. He just hasn't been able to find anything. So my only best bet is to more than likely take Juan for 5 TBs and parlay him. Take him on a straight bet and then parlay him for the thing. Like maybe put him and Stowers on a ticket together. Because I really am looking to consider taking Stowers again today. Let me see. Oh, maybe not. They have Stowers at a plus 1100 for 5 total bases. If I were to, he may not get it. For him to get 5 HRRs is a plus 850. So that's what I'm saying. It might not be the best bet. Maybe not. know. So green did not come through yesterday. I am considering taking cold. Green has struggled to do anything in this series alone. And technically even against Washington. So he's gone cold over the last couple of series here. He's been technically like green for the most part, right? He just hasn't been able to find the ball more recently. He's going against Gavin, who's been allowing hits more recently. He has a 53 hard hit. So but again, Colt looks like he's in the spot. He hasn't had 5 TBs at all. Again, it's a Sunday. You would want to not go with, the quote unquote top names. As you see, I'm still looking at batters that are not the usual, going with the batters who just been showing up and still handling business. What did you do yesterday, Jose? Nothing. Dude has just been struggling to find anything. Like struggling. He's still been getting under the ball lately, though. For Perez here. Look at his Sundays. Do I want to take a chance on Winsor? He's not in the weak spot either. I don't know, guys. I might want to take your boy. Handled business yesterday, sir. He's doing great for the month. 50-50 on Sundays, 50-50 versus Riders, and 50-50 batting fourth. Okay. So, one of my favorite teams to bet on is the Rays here. Did I put Rhonda on? Yeah, I did. So Rhonda, I have him on here for possible HRRs. Now he has hit 5 TBs once over the last 10. Only just that one time. I'm kind of curious. So he's green during the day and away. Struggling though in the month. He only has 1 hit. But he's green everywhere else. Like, that's the only thing. He's just struggling this month to find anything. He's been getting under the ball and everything recently over the last week or so. Like, maybe today's the day. Let me, oops, let me see. Let me see. See, DraftKings trying to get me to do these promos. It's like, dog, leave me alone, son. Okay. If I were to take him for 5 plus total bases, it's a plus 650, which is good. Like, technically really good. Wow. Let's say I take 1 for 5. That's a plus 800. And if I were to put a Ronda on there for the plus 650, that's a plus 650. So let me then look at their HRRs instead. So if I did Soto for 4 HRRs, let's say a Ronda for 4, that's a plus 300. That'll be, much less than what I would have taken, but it's a plus 1660. You put $10 down to get you back 178. Excuse me, 176. So just something that I'm considering doing. Oh yeah, Brandon, can't forget about you, dude. Because you had 5, you went yard, and then you also had 7 HRRs yesterday. And you're sort of kind of in the spot where you may possibly do it again. Not go yard, but at least get some TBs. He's just struggling on Sundays. But he's doing well enough against lefties. 50-50 against batting 5th. Alright, let me see. Oh, Yandy. So he's had two games with 5 total bases. 2 games with basically 5 HRRs over the last 10. It's mostly in the green against the pitch mix. More recently, he had a couple of games where he went yard. Per his splits, away during the day, he's green. 50-50 in the month of July with 3 hits out of 14. He's green on Sundays, green versus righties, and green batting first. I'm just thinking. Okay, it's top of the 5th. My O's are still winning 2-0. Cowser struck out in his first at bat. Riley only went up once. He walked. Nothing from them. Okay. All right. Willie. Another HRR cat that I was looking at. He has not hit 5 TBs. He's hit 4 more HRRs 2 times over the last 20. He has a 60 hard. He's been sort of kind of getting under the ball recently. So he's 50-50 at home. Green during the day. Green on Sundays. Green in the month of July, excuse me. 50-50 against righties, but struggling batting second. Okay. Just something that I was considering, but just wasn't sure. Let me look at Brandon here. He's been struggling recently to do anything. Okay, Sundays he's doing well enough. He's doing great versus righties. Good enough batting second. That's really where he usually bats at too. Because he just might get like 3 HRRs today. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna do because we got about like an hour left before these games start. For these let me double check. Yeah, 135s, 140, stuff like that. Pretty much most of the games are at 1. So looked at y'all. I'm just gonna try to skim through the rest just because I want to try to get some of these picks in as quickly as possible. Nothing's been put together for the Pirates though. Skiing day today. May possibly shut down the Mariners. As I once said, I think it was last month when I was live streaming, I did say that the Mariners were my favorite baseball team. And that was when they had, as they coined it, basically like the most beautiful swing in MLB history with the homie Mr. Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners were definitely like my favorite squad. But of course, the Pirates are my hometown team. See, Altuve did not come through for me yesterday. I was hopeful that he was going to get 5. He finished with 3, was 2 away, but he got the 3 TBs late in the game. I remember. Oh yeah, that is right. Yep, I remember because I got a notification he had a triple. I remember now. So I don't know. I might wait until tomorrow because he does great on Mondays. Maybe look to do 5 TBs tomorrow for Altuve, but it just depends on who. I think they do have the lineups for tomorrow. Okay, he's facing off against he's batting against Tanner Bobby tomorrow. Let me just get a quick glance. He's a righty as well. But he bats well against righties. But all of this is probably going to change after the day. However, he bats against Emmett. And who knows? He might actually go off against Emmett because Emmett hasn't pitched that much. So Mookie went. Not only did he go yard, he had 5 TBs yesterday. He actually had 6. He had 6 of those, and he had 4 HRR. So I ended up going with who was it on here? I think it was Will, and he didn't come through. I looked at Mookie yesterday, but just Will was like right there, and something was telling me to go with somebody else. Now, granted, it wasn't Mookie, but I don't know. Yeah, they're that's right. The Dodgers are batting against Ryan Gusto today. He's a righty, right? Yeah, he's a righty. So the question becomes, should I go back to Will today? Like, he's still doing great in the midst of him not doing anything yesterday. And versus righties, he does great. Just don't know where he's what spot he's batting at. Just don't know that yet. Because again, I might just, because I'm thinking about like a 4-leg or 6-leg HRR, because I'm pretty much considering doing Juan, who did I say, Juan, Brandon, or Rhonda. There was somebody else. Because I might go back to Gonzalez. Oh, we got oh, that's right. Forgot about that. So I have what? Who did I say? Juan, a Rondo, or Brandon for Tampa. Maybe put Will Smith on the ticket. Oh, look at that. Man, Josh has not done it, and that's the thing. I didn't even put. I thought about putting him down yesterday. I'm glad I didn't, because he has not been able to find the ball lately. He still has a 26 hard hit though, but he just hasn't found his swing the last few games. Sunday he's great. Versus righties he's great. We just don't know where he's batting at, because he might actually do something today. Oh, look at that. Casey in Seattle just. Okay, let's see. Let's look at Seattle real quick. They just confirm. Again, I don't know, because I kind of feel like this is going to be a low-scoring game with Paul pitching today. He's great at batting eighth. Okay. So they just confirmed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They confirmed KC. All right. Let's see. So Salvador. It's the highest. No. Vinny. Okay, during the day in a way he's green. Month of July he's green. Oops. Sundays he's green. Versus righties he's green, and batting 30 is green. Okay, so I'll probably more than likely add him to my HRRs. 3 of those. He's batting third. He allows 250. Pretty much everybody 250, 500. Now look at Bobby. He's been a HRR cat. He still was able to get 2 at least yesterday. Even he's green. For pretty much all his splits. Man. See, looking at all that, I would be like, well, maybe I can put him down for 5 total bases. I don't know. Maybe look at Vinny. So he's gotten 5 total bases twice over the last 10, and that's the only one. What's more recent? Now he's gone yard 3 times over the last 10, 4 times over the last 20. What I might do is just do so I'm probably gonna do, let's say 1, maybe Stowers. So probably do 1 Stowers. I'm just up in the air about if I want to maybe put Perez on the ticket or not, Colt on the ticket or not. Again, I'm looking for like a 4-leg 3+ HRRs. That's who it is. I'm up in the air about Brandon or Aranda. See, that's the thing. Ronda has a 986 OPS. He's a lefty going against a righty, which is great. Because what I'm really kind of feeling like is literally just like, again, 2-leg, probably more than maybe possibly putting Aranda and Vinny down for 5 TBs. So clear that up real quick. Okay, see, Ronda's a plus 650, which is great. Then if I put Vinny down, he is a plus 600. That's like right there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. Put $1 down, it will give me back 52 bucks and some change. But now I'm gonna go back in and do the parlay that I'm talking about. But before I do that, let me somebody hit on a 3-leg. It was Gorman, Matt Olson, and Stowers. $5. They won 633 bucks. Word life. Keep forgetting. Well, before I do that, let me send it over. Because you just don't know what they gonna do today. You just don't know what they gonna do today. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Rami for 3 HRRs. That's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be like a 4-leg HRR. I'll do this over on. Well, no. Yeah, no. See. It's Rami 3. Let me just double check and see what FanDuel has. This will be the last pick because I need to go get some lunch. Yeah, I'll do DraftKings. DraftKings looks like they have better value. So Rami is a plus 120. Soto. Maybe not Soto. His is, that's probably because he, I don't know, maybe he's not going to do it. Because his is a plus 185. If it was lower, then, so then not Soto. See, if I want to put Stowers down, his is a plus 240. This might be better. You see, righty. But see, he's a lefty, though. That's the only thing. For Stowers. Again, he's batting 5th. Again, I only need 3. Screw it. I'm going to just say screw it. Stowers, 3. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, dude? There you go. No. Yeah, Stowers is plus 240. So I'm going to just say screw it and put it in. And then I got, who did I have on here? I got Rami and you, and then probably just gonna do see, let me look real quick. I didn't get a chance to look. They don't have any info, so I'm just going to have to not do anything with that game. And then San Fran. See, they both have the most home runs against the opposite batter. That is right. Willie went off yesterday. Forgot about that. He didn't even go yard. He just went off with the HRRs. See, I had you yesterday. You didn't come through. All right. Yeah, I'll just do Colt, And then the other one that I was talking about was, let me put Cult on here. His is a plus 160 for 3. And that actually might be it. I might just do that. Yeah, I'll just do that. It will just be those 3. Not overcomplicated. So Gonzalez, Stowers, and Colt Keith plus 1889. Put $1.01 down to get back $20. We'll just do that. That'll be the pick. All of them to get 3 HRRs. That's all I need from them. That's it. That's it, son. And that'll do it for the stream. Anything else I find or see or whatever, I will post it on my Twitter. So with that, I'm out. Thanks for watching. If you did watch the entire stream from start to finish, just thank you for your viewership. And hopefully tomorrow after work, roughly around 5:30 p.m., I will do the stream to go over the picks that I more than likely should hopefully have in, just depending on how work goes, how busy it is for tomorrow. But hopefully I'll be able to put in my picks for tomorrow before I start my shift and somewhere in between my shift for tomorrow's work. But I'm out. Hope you all have a great, safe, and humbling Sunday, and definitely an even better week to come as we're walking into the getting ready to walk into the second week of July. So